channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, we missed y'all so much. We are back in the kitchen, and today I'm going to share with you 3 easy peasy recipes that you can use during your time in quarantine, your time at home. Easy, quick, protein-packed, low-fat recipes that are edible, delicious, and you will use long after the coronavirus has left our lives, okay? So first I'm going to share with you banana double chocolate chip cookies, okay? So what I want you to do to 350, and here we go. They're 3 medium. This one I have 1 large, just a little more ripe, and then 2 smaller ones. 1.5 cups of old-fashioned oats, 2 tablespoons of baking cocoa, whatever kind you prefer, and then dark chocolate chips, which we will sprinkle on top for the last ingredient, and protein powder of choice. I usually use oatmeal cookie protein powder from bodybuilding.com. I will link that in the description for a lot of my recipes, or I use this stuff. It's big, but comes in a big size. It's very cheap as well. And when you're cooking, to be honest, it really doesn't matter the quality of protein that you use, my friends. Some proteins are so expensive, but this is chocolate brownie, so it's perfect for a double chocolate banana chip cookie recipe. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix all of these ingredients together minus the chocolate chips. So here we go. So this is what the consistency should look like. It literally took me 3 minutes to mix. All together, you're gonna use 1.5 cups of oats, 2 tablespoons of cocoa, and then you're going to use 1/2 cup of whatever protein powder you are using. Every time I bake a protein-based recipe or a healthier recipe, I like to add just a pinch of sweetener. Natural sweetener, so if you have that, just to be safe in case it is not as sweet as I would like it, I put that in there. So this is a consistency that you should have. Like I said, mash up the bananas really, really well. And this should make about 15 cookies. So once you have it all mixed up, make sure the bananas are nice and separated, and it's nice and mushy, and it should look like this. Yum. And I will show you what's next. So now you make dollops of the cookies. Like I said, it makes 15, the batch. Like I said, you can use different variations and make different varying amounts of serving sizes of the ingredients, but the kind that I am doing calls for 2 tablespoons of dark chocolate, and it's not that many. It's a sad amount of chocolate chips, but it's about 30 grams. Like I said, you can do more or less, whatever your diet calls for, what you want, but this is for 15 cookies, so it's going to equal out to be about 3 chips per cookie. So I'm just going to set them on very nicely, and then I am going to throw them in the oven. So after you have them all nicely placed, you put the chips in there, and these are going to be good, guys. I already know it. So, less than 30 minutes total to make, including baking time of 15 minutes at 350 degrees. We have banana chocolate chip cookies. These little guys have around 13 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fat, and 7 to 8 grams of protein, depending. And they are stinking good. This is the finished product. Chocolate chip cookies. They're so yummy. Very good. I almost try these next time. Something in my teeth. I might try these next time as no bakes, because I think that would be good too. Maybe add a little bit of natural peanut butter. Very, very, very good. So the next recipe is homemade healthier version ice cream sandwiches. So if you're like me, you have a major sweet tooth and you love ice cream, but obviously ice cream, tubs of ice cream is not conducive to weight loss oftentimes. So this is an easy recipe that can be made in bulk and you can enjoy it throughout the weeks. What I used here is low fat graham crackers, Honey Made brand, but you can use an off-brand generic brand as well. So this is what I use for ingredient number 1. And this is what the calories look like, nutrition info for those. And then I also use fat-free whipped topping, the Crocker, but I actually use the fat-free version for this batch. So whipped topping, graham cracker, and Greek yogurt, low-fat yogurt, whatever yogurt you want to use. You need 32 ounces to make a whole pan. And what you do is mix the whipped topping, the yogurt in a bowl. I also added sugar-free lemon pudding mix. So I'm obsessed with lemon flavor. So I use this right here, the whole entire thing, which here are the calories for that. To make them lemon bars, lemon ice cream sandwiches. You can obviously make whatever flavor you like, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. You can even throw some real fruit in there and blend it in a blender. But you just mix everything together and you put one layer on the bottom, like an ice cream sandwich of graham cracker, the filling on top, and then top it with another layer of graham cracker. And then you end up freezing it for a minimum of 6 hours, and you end up with about 12 ice cream sandwiches that you can enjoy at your leisure, at your convenience. There's about 250 to 300 calories in these, depending on how much you use. And it's protein packed from the yogurt, you know, moderate carbs, and only 2 grams of fat per sandwich, which is incredible. And it tastes like real ice cream, guys. So that is our next protein packed. So today is a very gloomy day here in Michigan. So I am starting to cook my new favorite recipe, which I've been making weekly. It's that good. It's detoxifying. It has a lot of protein and fiber, and I'm going to share it with you today. It is what I call detox chicken noodle without the noodle soup. And what you're going to need is chicken breast, kale, celery, onion of your choice, sweet or red onion, carrots, ginger, salt and pepper, garlic, and fresh squeezed lemon juice. I will share the recipe here momentarily, but like I said, I've been making it every week. A crock pot usually lasts me for 4, sometimes 5 lunches throughout my week, and it fills me up and it tastes delicious, and it's a feel-good food. You're also going to need broth of your choice, so you can either make a veggie broth or you can have fat-free chicken broth, whatever you decide to use. Any stock or broth will do. And without further ado, here is some chicken soup. So what I love about this recipe and crock pot recipes in general is that you literally throw everything in there, you wait, you can go about your business, and you can have a filling, wonderful meal that'll last when it is done. So what I use portion-wise is 3 sticks of celery, I have a cup to 3/4 cup of chopped carrots, a half of an onion. Like I said, you can use a sweet onion or red onion. 3 chicken breasts, and I love that you just toss chicken breasts in here. You don't need to slice them up. They pull apart as the soup cooks. And then a teaspoon of ground ginger, and then 3 cloves of garlic, a full lemon, squeeze the juice of a full lemon. And I believe, and then obviously your broth of choice. Today they didn't have chicken stock, so I'm using fat-free vegetable broth instead. Any will do. And I love kale, so I use a full bunch of kale, a small bunch from the store. You just buy it. It's very cheap, and you pull it in there, and then I put the chicken breast on top, and then all my veggies. I let it cook for about 6 to 7 hours in the slow cooker, and then when it is done, I will show you guys the finished product. So I just got done my workout and it's been 6 hours and I'm going to show you the finished product. Like I said, it should last you, for that quantity, it should last you majority of your week for one of your meals, whether that be dinner or lunch. And it is packed with protein. There's less than 2 grams of fat per serving. Like I said, a lot of fiber, a lot of detoxifying agents, ginger, lemon juice, and 13 grams of fat. I'll put the nutrients on a picture so you can see how much of what is in each serving. Like I said, it depends on, you know, your preference as far as how much veggies you put in, but I love kale. So this is my new favorite soup that is a staple in my diet. I make it every single week, and it just has a lot of flavor. I think that lemon juice really just makes it pop. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of recipes. I've been cooking machine since we've been in quarantine. So if you have any requests, I find it very fun and challenging to try to make yummy, not healthy recipes, unhealthy recipes into healthy ones. So thank you for joining me and we will see you next time.